Now we're going to talk about Fujitsu's vein recognition technology, and it combines both a logical single sign-on component and an access component. So maybe we should start with the PC application and exactly how it works. Can you take us through the demonstration?
Sure. So what we have here is the standard Windows login screen, and usually when this comes up, you type in your username, and typically you would type in a password, but instead of a password, we can now use a biometric logon device to get us into the main application, which is your laptop. The great thing about this is that we have partnerships with a lot of the major single sign-on vendors so that we interface seamlessly into their applications. The other great thing about this is the false reject rate and the false accept rates are extremely low with the Fujitsu technology, and a very key point right now, especially with all the germ concerns, is that we're contactless. So we simply hover above the device and it automatically gets you into access to your system.
Now that's reading your vein pattern.
It is reading your vein pattern, and everybody's vein patterns are unique. So even identical twins have unique vein patterns. And we are not susceptible to abrasions, cuts, or other challenges that may face people that if they have rough hands or they work out in the field and that may have rubbed off any parts of their palm prints or fingerprints or anything like that. Because again, we're contactless and we're taking a biometric vein pattern. You have to have blood flowing through the vein, so you can't cut somebody's hand off and try to use that, it won't work.
I understand you're using this in some healthcare applications. Exactly how can it be used, for instance, in a doctor's office, in a physician's office, to basically log into your records, do a copay? What are some of the applications you're seeing already on this?
So we have partnerships with several healthcare clinics and hospitals, and what they are using the technology for is patient check-in. So instead of going to a person in the waiting room, they will simply go in and palm into their appointment, and they are able to check in, update any sort of sensitive information such as addresses, insurance cards, etc. And they're actually even able to do some copays there. And in particular, we have several installations, and one of them has over 500,000 people already installed into it. We found that the customers are very accepting of the new technology because, again, it is contactless, and with everybody having concerns about different viruses and other healthcare challenges going around, it's been very, very successful.
And now, it actually also goes to a more physical access application.
Absolutely. So what we have here is think of this as a entry into a doorway, and we have the device embedded in a sort of control panel here, and this has the dome, and we've chosen a keypad. It can be also used in conjunction with a smart card or whatever, and we can check in, open a door a couple different ways. The first is just a true, put a palm up to the system, and it lets me in. It shows you the green light when everything is positive and goes in. If you needed a two-factor sort of authentication, we can enter in a keypad here, 1, 2, 3, 4 for simplicity's sake. The dome goes a different shade of blue, and I go in, and it lets me in. So we've actually used this technology in some of our internal buildings for a little bit of time here, and it's again been very widely successful. People don't need to remember their badges to get into different doors, and it maintains a secure access while really deploying a brand new earth-shattering type of technology.